My beloved child, stop for a moment and listen to my voice. It is no accident that you are here at this moment. It is no coincidence that your eyes are reading these words. It is not a meaningless arrangement of life that has brought you to this message. I have led you here, amidst thousands of things vying for your attention, amidst the worries, the pressures, and the noise of the world. I have caused your mind to pause so you can hear my voice. My beloved child, I have something very important to tell you today. Perhaps lately you have felt exhausted. Perhaps you are trying to do everything right but still do not see the results you expect. Perhaps you are wondering if the things you do still have meaning. Perhaps you have prayed so much, yet the heavens seem to remain silent. I know those thoughts. I know those questions. I know the emotions you have never spoken to anyone. There are things you hide behind a smile. There are wounds you cover up with strength. There are battles raging within that no one recognizes. But I know, I always know, even before you utter a prayer, I understand what is happening in your soul. Even when everyone misunderstands you, I still understand you. Even when you feel left behind, I am still walking with you. My beloved child, today, I want to remind you of something the world often forgets. The most important thing in life is not how much money you have. It is not how many people acknowledge you. It is not how many achievements you attain. The most important thing is how you are living before me. There are so many people chasing after things that please the world. They seek applause. They seek fame. They seek status. They seek praise. But my beloved child, I am searching for hearts. I am looking for those willing to do what pleases me, even when no one is watching. I am looking for those who are faithful in the small things. I am looking for those who choose integrity over convenience. I am looking for those who love me more than the rewards of this world. Listen to me. There are times you think your small actions make no difference. A silent prayer, an act of forgiveness, a kind date, a decision to turn away from wrong, an act of obedience, even when you do not fully understand my plan. You think these things are too small, but to me, they are incredibly precious. I see the things the world does not see. I see when you choose honesty over deceit. I see when you choose love over retaliation. I see when you help others without expecting anything in return. I see when you continue to pray even without receiving an answer. I see when you continue to trust even when circumstances do not change. Every time you do this, my heart rejoices because you are walking closer to me. You are becoming more like me. You are learning to live, not for yourself, but for the higher purpose I have placed upon your life. My beloved child, you may not realize this, but doors have opened simply because you chose to do what is right. Disasters have been prevented simply because you obeyed. Blessings are being prepared because you remained faithful during the hard days. You see the present, I see the entire future. You see the seed, I see the harvest. You see the tear, I see the healing. You see the trial, I see the person you are becoming. Do not judge your journey solely by what your eyes can see today. I am working deeper than you can imagine. I am building something enduring in your soul. I am teaching you to discern what is truly valuable, because a day will come when the things of the world will pass away. Money will pass away. Fame will pass away. Praises will pass away. But the things you have done for me will remain forever. Every act of love, every sacrifice, every prayer, every moment of submission. None is forgotten before me. I keep them all. Beloved child, I know that sometimes doing what pleases me is not easy at all. There are times it requires you to give up what you want. There are times it makes you different from the crowd. There are times it forces you to walk the narrow path. But remember, I never promised an easy path. I promised that I would walk that path with you. And when I am with you, no trial is useless. No tear is wasted. No sacrifice is meaningless. Everything is contributing to a grander story that you cannot yet fully see. My beloved child, before you continue listening, I want you to engrave this deep within your heart. I am not looking for perfection. I am looking for a willing heart. I do not demand that you never stumble. I desire that you stand up and continue walking with me. I am not waiting for you to become perfect before I love you. I love you right now, right in your current circumstances, right in the midst of your weaknesses, right amidst your unanswered questions. And today, I want to show you that every time you choose to do what pleases me, even in the smallest things, heaven witnesses it. But do you know why these seemingly insignificant things can change your entire life and unlock blessings you never thought possible? My beloved child, before I tell you about the good things waiting ahead, I want you to stop for a moment and let your heart rest in my presence. You have tried to be strong for too long. You have tried to carry too much on your own. You have grown accustomed to saying you are fine, while deep down, there are voids no one knows about. But today, you no longer need to pretend. You do not need to act strong before me. You do not need to hide the tears you have held back for so many days, because I have seen it all. I have seen the moments no one else saw. I have seen you sit in silence when everyone thought you were fine. I have seen you try to smile when your heart was breaking. I have seen the long nights when sleep refused to come, when the room fell dark and all sounds faded. The thoughts in your heart grew louder than ever. Unanswered questions, worries about the future, things that happened that you cannot change, things that haven't happened yet but still fill you with fear. You lay there, staring into the empty space, wondering when things will get better, wondering if anyone truly understands what you are going through, wondering if I am even listening. My beloved child, it was in those very moments that I was closer to you than you imagined. I sat beside you on the nights you cried. I was there when your tears soaked your pillow without anyone knowing. I was there when your heart ached so much that you couldn't find the words to pray. Because there are times the pain is so deep you no longer know what to say. You just stay silent. You just sigh. You just look up to heaven and hope I understand. And I do understand. I understand the things your words cannot express. I understand the wounds you have never told anyone about. I understand the feeling of being abandoned. I understand the feeling of being misunderstood. I understand the feeling of giving so much but receiving so little. I understand the feeling of trying your hardest, yet still not seeing the results you hoped for. I understand the feeling of watching others move forward while you seem stuck in one place. I understand it all. There are pains you have learned to live with. You no longer mention them, not because they have healed, but because you are too tired to explain. There are memories that still make your heart sting whenever you recall them. There are words from others that passed long ago but still left a mark on your soul. There are disappointments you have never truly overcome. You just keep walking because you have no other choice. But I want you to know that I never make light of your pain. The world often tells you to be stronger, to forget, to get over it, to move on. But I do not say that. I say, come to me. Bring those shattered pieces to me. Bring those wounds to me. Bring those unanswered questions to me. Bring even your disappointments to me. I do not chase away broken hearts. I heal them. I do not turn my back on the weak. I lift them up. I do not reject the weary. I embrace them with my love. Beloved child, sometimes what hurts you the most is not what happened, but the feeling that no one truly understands. No one sees the battle you fight every single day. No one knows how hard you have tried just to keep walking. No one knows how many times you wanted to give up but forced yourself to stand back up. No one knows that on some days, just waking up in the morning is a battle. But I know, I see your silent victories. I see the times you chose to forgive, even when your heart still hurt. I see the times you continued to pray despite receiving no answer. I see the times you continued to love even after being hurt. I see the times you continued to trust even when circumstances remained unchanged. To the world, those might be small things, but to me, they are the evidence of a maturing faith. It is the beauty of a soul still turned toward me in the midst of the storm. My beloved child, perhaps what breaks your heart the most right now is that you do not understand why things are happening this way. You have prayed, you have waited, you have tried to live right, you have done what you thought pleased me, yet doors still close, prayers still go unanswered. Long days of disappointment remain, and you ask yourself, God, do you truly see me? Listen to me carefully. If I did not see you, I would not have brought you to this message. If I did not care for you, I would not have been with you in every tear. If I had forgotten you, your heart would no longer feel my presence. But I have never forgotten you, not for a single day, not for a single moment. Like a father staying awake all night beside a sick child, I am watching over your every step. When you are at your weakest, I am lifting you up. When you feel you have no strength left, it is I who keeps you standing firm. When you think you are all alone, I am closer than your own breath. And today, I want to place a new peace in your heart. Not because all your problems have vanished, not because all your questions have been answered, but because you know that you no longer have to walk alone. I see your pain. I know your battle. I hear your prayer. I have not forgotten you. And even now, while you do not see anything changing on the outside, I am quietly working on the inside of your story. Because there are things that can only be born in the season of waiting. There is strength that is only formed in days of trial. There are blessings that only appear after I have completed my preparatory work. And that is exactly what I want to reveal to you, my beloved child. I know there have been questions in your heart for a very long time. There are prayers you have offered up day after day. There are things you have been expecting for months, even years. And sometimes, in the silence of your circumstances, you begin to ask yourself, God, why do I still have to wait? Why is everything taking so much time if you can do all things? Why haven't you acted, my beloved child? Those are honest questions, and I do not blame you for asking them, because I know waiting is not easy. I know the feeling of watching the clock tick by, watching the days and months pass, watching others seemingly receive what they asked for while your prayers remain unanswered. I know that feeling, but listen to me carefully. My silence does not mean my absence. Delay does not mean denial. And waiting does not mean I have forgotten my promise. Beloved child, there are seeds that cannot sprout overnight. There are ancient trees that take many years to grow tall and stand firm against the storm. There are diamonds that must endure immense pressure to become precious. Likewise, there are things I am doing in your life that cannot be completed in a single day. You often look at what you are waiting for, but I am looking at the person you are becoming while you wait. That is the difference. You are focused on the destination. I am focused on the journey. You are begging for a door to open. I am preparing you for what lies behind that door. Because if I handed you what you want before you are ready, what was meant to be a blessing could become a burden. If I open the door too soon, you might step into a place where your soul is not mature enough to stand firm. If I answered every prayer instantly, you might miss the lessons that will shape your future. My beloved child, you think I am delaying, but I am preparing. You think I am silent, but I am working. You think nothing is happening, but so much is taking place beyond your sight. Think of a farmer. When he sows a seed into the soil, for many days he sees nothing on the surface. If one only looked with physical eyes, they would think nothing is happening at all. But deep beneath the earth, life is beginning to stir. Little roots are forming. Young shoots are preparing to push upward. The most important things are happening where no one can see. Beloved child, that is exactly what I am doing in your life. There are changes taking place in your soul. There are things I am healing. There are things I am removing. There are things I am building. Even when you cannot feel it, even when you cannot see it, even when external circumstances seem to remain the same, I am still acting. Perhaps what confuses you the most are the doors that have closed before you. You prayed for an opportunity, but that opportunity vanished. You hoped for a plan, but that plan did not come true. You placed so much expectation on something, but in the end, it did not happen. And you ask yourself, why did God allow that? My beloved child, not every closed door is a loss. Sometimes it is protection. There are paths that, if I let you walk down them, would cause you so much more pain. There are people who, if I let them stay in your life, would pull you away from the purpose I have for you. There are things you view as blessings, but I foresee the dangers you cannot yet see, because I see tomorrow while you only see today. I see the end from the beginning. I know what will build you up and what will destroy you. So, sometimes, my love is not revealed by opening a door, but by closing it, not because I am against you, but because I am protecting you. Beloved child, I want you to remember the story of Joseph. When he was sold into slavery, he did not understand. When he was falsely accused, he did not understand. When he was forgotten in prison, he understood even less. If you look at each circumstance individually, they all seem meaningless. But when you look at the entire story, everything was leading him to the place I had predestined. Your life is the same. There are chapters you do not yet understand. There are pages you think were written by mistake. There are stretches of the road where you think you are lost. But I am the one writing your story. And I never write a painful chapter without a purpose. I never allow a trial to appear without bringing a lesson. I never let a tear fall without an eternal meaning behind it. My beloved child, perhaps right now, the hardest thing for you is not your circumstances, but the waiting. The waiting makes you exhausted. The waiting makes you doubt. The waiting makes you wonder if you still have any hope left. But listen to me. Do not let time make you forget what I have spoken. Do not let circumstances make you doubt my love. Do not let silence make you think I am no longer acting. For there are miracles being prepared in the seasons you think nothing is happening. There are prayers moving closer to an answer than you realize. There are doors I am preparing to open at the exact right time. Not sooner, not later, but at the absolute best time. And when that day comes, you will look back on this journey with different eyes. You will realize that what you called a delay was actually my wisdom. What you called silence was actually my quiet work. What you called loss was actually my protection. What you called waiting was actually preparation. Because I do not only care about what you receive, I care about the person you become. And all this time, while you thought you were just waiting, I have been quietly molding your soul, teaching you to trust deeper, love more, and walk closer to me. But now, I want to lead you to something even more important, because in all the things I am doing in your life, the most beautiful thing is not the blessings I will bestow. It is that you are learning how to live every day to please me. My beloved child, if I asked you a simple question today, what is the most important thing in your life? How would you answer? Perhaps you would think of your family. Perhaps you would think of your work. Perhaps you would think of your health. Perhaps you would think of the dreams you are pursuing. All of those things have value, but I want to lead you to something deeper. The most important thing is not how much you hold in your hands. The most important thing is to whom your heart belongs, because one day, everything belonging to this world will pass away. The things you are trying so hard to hold on to today will eventually become the past. But the relationship between you and me will remain forever. That is why I do not only care about what you do, I care about why you do it. I look at the heart. I look at the motive. I look into the deepest places that no one but I can see. There are people who do the right things, but with the wrong motives. There are people who do good deeds just to be noticed. There are people who serve just to be recognized. There are people who speak of me often, yet their hearts are far from me. But my beloved child, pleasing me does not begin with an action. It begins with a heart that loves me. When you truly love me, obedience is no longer a burden, it becomes a joy. When you truly love me, doing the right thing is no longer an obligation. It becomes a response to the love you have received. Because the one who loves me will want to walk close to me. The one who loves me will want to live according to my ways. The one who loves me will want to do the things that bring joy to my heart. My beloved child, I know there are times you think pleasing me is something monumental. You think of great works, massive achievements, and things that make many people admire you. But listen to me. So many things that please me begin with very small things. A gentle word instead of anger, forgiveness instead of nursing bitterness, an act of honesty when no one is watching, a decision to reject what is wrong even when no one would find out, a sincere prayer in a quiet room, a grateful heart amidst difficult circumstances. Those are the things that make heaven rejoice, because faithfulness in the small things often most clearly reveals true love for me. I see the times you battle within yourself. I see the times you want to retaliate but choose to remain silent. I see the times you want to give up but keep walking forward. I see the times you want to follow your own will but ultimately choose to obey. No one knows those battles, but I know them, and I am pleased. My beloved child, one of the things that pleases me most is obedience. Not obedience out of fear, but obedience born from trust. When you do not understand, yet you still walk. When you have not seen the results, yet you still believe. When you cannot see the road ahead, yet you still hold my hand. That is when your faith is maturing. That is when your heart is becoming beautiful before me. Remember Abraham. He did not know where he was going, but he still walked. Remember Noah. He built the ark when there had never been rain. Remember David. He was anointed as king, but still had to wait many years. What made them pleasing to me was not that they were perfect, but that they trusted me. My beloved child, there is one thing the world constantly tries to teach you: to live for the approval of others, to live to be noticed, to live to be honored. But I am teaching you a different way. Live to please me, because human approval changes so quickly. Today they cheer for you, tomorrow they may forget you. Today they praise you, tomorrow they may criticize you. If your life is built on the opinions of people, you will always be insecure. But if your life is built on pleasing me, you will find true peace, because I do not change. My love does not change. My promises do not change. You do not need to prove your worth to the whole world. You only need to walk faithfully before me. My beloved child, perhaps today I am calling you to let go of something, not because I want to take away your joy, but because I want to give you something better. There are habits pulling you away from me. There are thoughts weakening your faith. There are burdens I never intended for you to carry. If I touch those things today, do not be afraid. Do not resist. Let me work. A gardener must prune the branches so the tree can bear more fruit. And sometimes, I am also pruning the unnecessary things in your life. That process may hurt, but the result will be beautiful. Beloved child, another thing that pleases me is love. Not the kind of love that only exists in words, but a love expressed through actions. Loving someone who has treated you well is easy, but loving someone who has hurt you is what reflects my heart. Forgiveness does not mean the pain never existed. Forgiveness is the decision to hand the right to judge back to me. Forgiveness is refusing to let bitterness control your life. I know it is not easy, but when you forgive, you are setting your own soul free. When you love, you are reflecting the nature of your Heavenly Father, and nothing pleases me more than seeing you become more like me every day. My beloved child, do not think I am only present in the grand moments of your life. I am present in your ordinary days, in the way you speak, in the way you treat others, in the way you work, in the way you spend your time, in the way you react when hurt, in the choices you make when no one is watching. That is where spiritual character is formed. That is where a person's true self is revealed. And that is where I am looking for hearts that belong to me. Because ultimately, what pleases me is not perfection, but a heart that always wants to return to me. A heart willing to learn, a repentant heart, a loving heart, a faithful heart, even when unseen. A heart that says, Lord, I want to live for you. And when I see a heart like that, I begin to do things greater than you can imagine. because those who make me the center of their lives will never walk in vain. The seeds they sow in obedience will one day bear fruit. The tears they shed will one day be turned into joy. Their seasons of waiting will one day give way to a new season. And my beloved child, right at this moment, even if you cannot see it, I am preparing a new chapter that is gradually unfolding before your eyes. My beloved child, after everything you have been through, after the seasons of tears, the months of waiting, and the silent battles known only to you and me, I want you to lift your head and listen to this very carefully. Your current season is not the final chapter of your story. What you see today is not all that I have destined for your life. The things I have promised remain entirely valid. My love for you has never changed. My plan for you is still unfolding every day, every hour, every moment, even when your natural eyes cannot yet see it. Beloved child, there are times you look around and see only stagnation. You look at your circumstances and think everything is exactly the same. You look at unanswered prayers and wonder if anything is truly changing. But I want you to understand one thing. The greatest changes often begin in silence. The dawn does not appear all at once. It begins with the faintest rays of light on the horizon. A seed does not become a massive tree overnight. It grows little by little beneath the soil before anyone can see it. And my great works in your life often begin exactly like that. In silence, in patience, in things unseen by human eyes. My beloved child, I am doing something new. Right now, right in the circumstances where you think nothing is happening, right in the midst of the most seemingly ordinary days, right within the familiar routines of life. I am working. I am arranging things you cannot yet see. I am connecting paths you never thought would cross. I am opening doors that today remain tightly shut. I am preparing encounters that will change your direction. I am placing opportunities at the exact right time. I am softening hearts you thought would never change. I am healing the deepest parts of your soul. I am building something far more enduring than anything you ever asked for. Beloved child, the new thing I am doing is not just changing your circumstances. The new thing, first and foremost, is changing you. Because I know that the greatest blessing is not having more. The greatest blessing is becoming the person I created you to be. There are things you once pursued that are no longer as appealing today. There are things you once thought were important that no longer hold the center of your heart. That is no coincidence. That is the work of my Spirit. I am changing your inner desires. I am adjusting your vision. I am helping you look at life through the eyes of faith instead of the eyes of fear. Perhaps before, you only asked me to change your circumstances. But now, you are learning to ask me to change you. That is a sign of spiritual maturity. That is proof that you are walking closer to me. My beloved child, a new season is coming. Not because everything will become easy, not because there will be no more trials, but because you will step into that season as a new person, stronger, wiser, deeper, closer to me. The things that once broke you will no longer defeat you so easily. The things that once terrified you will no longer control you. Because through the seasons of trial, I have been building a solid foundation within you. Beloved child, you may not see the new door today, but that does not mean it doesn't exist. A door may still be closed in your eyes, but the key is already in my hand. An opportunity may not have appeared yet, but I know the exact moment it will arrive. A prayer may not have been answered yet, but I have never stopped working on that answer. I want you to learn to trust even when you cannot see, because that is the essence of faith. If you only believe when everything is clear, you do not need faith. But when you keep walking, even when you cannot see the path, keep praying when there is no answer. Keep hoping when circumstances have not changed. That is when your faith truly shines. And I am pleased with that. My beloved child, I know you are sometimes tired of waiting. I know there are days your heart wants to give up. There are days you wonder if you have enough strength left to continue. But remember that I am your source of strength. Not your own strength, not your own abilities, not your own wisdom, but me. When you are weak, I am still strong. When you are depleted, my well of grace is still overflowing. When you can no longer see hope, I still see your future with absolute clarity. Beloved child, there are prayers you have forgotten, but I have not forgotten. There are dreams you have given up on, but I still remember. There are things you thought were dead, but I can still bring them back to life if it aligns with my will. Do not limit me by what you see today. Do not decide your future based on your current circumstances. For I am the God who specializes in doing what man considers impossible. I can make a way in the wilderness. I can create rivers in the desert. I can bring light to the darkest places. I can bring hope to the most desperate situations. I can bring life to where it seems dead. And I am still acting in that very way today. My beloved child, perhaps the new thing I am preparing will not look like what you imagined, because many times you ask for a small thing, but I prepare a greater thing. You ask for rescue, I prepare transformation. You ask for a door, I prepare a journey. You ask for a miracle, I prepare a testimony. You ask for relief, I prepare maturity. Because I see further than you can see. I do not only think of today, I think of the many years ahead. I think of the eternal purpose I have placed upon your life. So trust me, even when you do not understand, even when you do not see, even when you are still in the middle of a waiting season, because the waiting season does not last forever. The dark night does not last forever. The winter does not last forever, and your trials will not last forever either. There will be a new morning. There will be a new chapter. There will be a new season. There will be new songs to replace the sighs. There will be new joy to replace the tears. There will be restoration to replace the losses. And when you look back, you will realize that throughout all that time, I never left you for even a single step. Beloved child, right now, as you listen to my voice, let hope be reignited in your heart. Let faith be awakened. Let my peace fill the voids that anxiety once occupied. For I am doing something new. I am opening something new. I am preparing something new. And even though you do not yet see the whole picture, I want you to keep walking with trust, because the next chapter of this story is not written in fear. It will be written in faith. And in that chapter, you will see clearer than ever before that I have never forgotten you. I have never abandoned you, and I have never stopped loving you. My beloved child, if you have walked with me this far, sit still just a little longer in my presence. Do not rush away. Do not let tomorrow's worries pull your mind away from this moment. Because before this message closes, there is one more thing I want to place in your heart. Something I want you to remember not just today, but for all the days to come. It is that you have not reached the end of your journey. Your story is not over, and what I am preparing for your life is greater than anything you can imagine right now. Beloved child, I know there are days you feel like you are walking through fog. You keep moving forward, but you cannot clearly see the road. You keep praying, but you haven't heard the answer. You keep believing, but sometimes that faith becomes fragile because of what is happening around you. There are mornings you wake up and wonder how much longer you have to be strong. There are nights you lay your head on the pillow with a heavy heart. There are times you feel like you are trying your best. Yet, life does not get any easier. But listen to me. Do not confuse weariness with failure. Do not confuse delay with denial. Do not confuse a difficult season with the end of the story. Because what you are experiencing today is just one chapter. It is not the entire book, and I am the one writing every page of that story. Beloved child, I have not forgotten a single one of your prayers. The prayers offered in tears, the prayers uttered in despair, the prayers repeated over many years, the prayers that even you have started to think will never be answered. I remember them all. I keep them all, and I am working on things that you cannot yet see today. Answers are making their way toward you. Changes are quietly taking shape. Doors are being prepared for me to open. Blessings are being preserved to be given to you at the perfect time. Do not lose hope just because you cannot see them yet. A farmer does not dig up a seed every day to check if it has sprouted. He continues to trust. He continues to nurture. He continues to wait. And eventually, the harvest comes, my beloved child. Perhaps what I desire most today is not that you understand all my plans, but that you learn to trust me more. Because true faith is not born when everything is clear. Faith is born when you still hold my hand without seeing the road ahead. Faith is born when you still praise me in the middle of a storm. Faith is born when you keep walking, even though your heart is full of questions. And I want you to know that I am so pleased by the times you have done exactly that. You may think your faith is small. You may think you are not strong enough. But every time you choose to stand up instead of giving up, your faith is growing. Every time you continue to pray instead of surrendering, your faith is maturing. Every time you choose to do what pleases me instead of chasing what is easy, your soul becomes more like me. My beloved child, do not let past failures define you. Do not let old mistakes tell you who you are. Do not let old wounds dictate your future. I do not look at you with eyes of condemnation. I look at you with eyes of love. When the world looks at what you have done wrong, I look at what my grace can do within you. When people see limitations, I see potential. When people see ashes, I see something new being built. So do not go back to living in what I have forgiven. Do not stay in the place I have called you out of. Move forward. Keep stepping forward. Believe that your best days are not behind you, they are ahead of you. Beloved child, you may not have everything you want right now, but you have something far more precious. You have my presence. You have my love. You have my promise. You have my hand guiding your every step. And if you have me, you are not poor. If you have me, you are not alone. If you have me, you still have hope. For I am the God of new beginnings. I am the God of restoration. I am the God who can turn tears into joy, who turns failures into testimonies, who turns chapters of pain into stories full of grace. Beloved child, Now, before I conclude this message, let your heart be still before me. Lay down the things making you weary. Lay down the things you cannot control. Lay down your fears of tomorrow. Lay down your unanswered questions. Place them all into my hands, because I am big enough to carry the things weighing heavy on your shoulders. I am strong enough to fight the battles you cannot fight. I am wise enough to lead you down the right path. And I am loving enough to never abandon you midway through your journey. Heavenly Father, please pour your peace over the one listening to this message. Please heal the places that are hurting. Please renew the places that are weary. Please restore what has been broken. Please grant strength to the souls that are weak. Let them feel that you are very near. Help them continue to walk in faith. Help them continue to do the things that please you. And let their lives become a living testimony of your faithfulness. Amen. My beloved child, when you leave here, do not just remember the words I have spoken. Carry my presence with you. Carry my peace with you. Carry the certainty that I am walking beside you. And whenever you feel weak, remember, I am still holding your hand. Whenever you feel lost, remember, I am still guiding your way. Whenever you feel forgotten, remember, your name is still engraved upon my heart. Whenever you feel every door has closed, remember, I am still the one who holds the keys to the future. So step forward with courage. Step forward with trust. Step forward with hope, because your journey is not over. Your new season is closer than you think, and the day you see my faithfulness fully revealed is drawing nearer with each passing day. Rest in my love. Stand firm in my grace. Continue living to please me, and you will realize that even in the darkest days, my light has always been guiding your way. I love you. I am with you, and the best is yet to come. Amen.